Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers. I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's tough enough mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher, what are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Wichita Wind Surge and the Springfield Cardinals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Johan Oviedo gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets...
Ball four, take the base. Ball four, take the base.
Into the box, Trey Cabbage. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded.
Cabbage.
Come on now, get the ball right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is the right fielder. Still ranging back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. First home run of the campaign for him as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they...
Keep things.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Lee, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there. Let's go.
The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
He's out. You're out. That's ball four. He's out. First base.
Next to hit is Joe Cronin. Flew out last time up.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Lee has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it. Next, it'll be Michael Lee.
Number 8, Michael Lee.
First pitch on its way. Hard ground ball to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Stepping in next, Irving Lopez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Irving Lopez.
From the belt, the pitch. Runners off for second. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Contreras will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. On to first, and they get the double play. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full. The Wind Surge lead it 7-0. now in the box, Michael
Leading
Lee.
up for the Cardinals, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
First offering. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Richard.
At the plate now is Michael Lee, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the AB now. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, your pitch.
Popped him up. Park in foul ground. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there. Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The win surge jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Charlie Barnes earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Johan Oviedo couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.